How to determine the number of significant figures in a number. First, all numbers that aren't zero are significant. Are always significant. Second, zeros. There are three kinds of zeros: leading, captive, and trailing. Leading zeros are never significant. Captive zeros are always significant. And trailing zeros are significant if there's a decimal point anywhere in the number. Significant if decimal point. And again, it does not matter where the decimal point is, only that there is one. So let's take a look at a couple of numbers. 3090. There are two types of zeros in this number. There is a captive zero, or a zero that is sandwiched between two numbers that aren't zero, the 3 and the 9. Captive zeros are always significant. There is also a trailing zero. Trailing zeros trail at the end of a number. These guys are significant if there's a decimal point. There is no decimal point in this number. So starting with rule 1, all numbers that aren't zero are always significant. So we have a 3 and a 9. Rule 2, leading, never. We don't have any leading zeros. Rule 3, captive, always. We have one captive. Rule 4, trailing, only if there's a decimal point. No decimal point, not significant. So how many significant figures are in this number? 1, 2, 3. 3 significant figures. Let's look at another number. 0.0007610. Okay, what kind of zeros are these first four? Well, the first four zeros are leading zeros, as in they lead off a number. Those zeros, according to rule 2, are never significant, so we could just cross those out. Next two numbers, let's see here, we have a 7 and a 6. Those are not zeros, so they're always significant. The next number is a 0. It is between two numbers that are not 0, a 6 and a 1. Therefore, it is a captive zero. Those are always significant, so we can count that. The next number is a 1. That's not a 0, so we count that. And then finally, we have another 0. This 0 is a trailing 0, meaning it trails at the end of the number. It is significant if there's a decimal point. There is a decimal point, so this 0 is significant. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant figures in this number. Let's try another number. 1.0040500. All right. Anything that's not a 0, according to rule 1, is significant. So we have a 1, a 4, and a 5. The next two zeros, they are sandwiched between a 1 and a 4, so they count. This next 0 here is sandwiched between a 4 and a 5, so it counts. And then finally, we have two zeros at the end. They are trailing, or trailing the number, trailing zeros. Those are significant if there is a decimal point. There is a decimal point, so we count those. So all of the numbers in this number are significant. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 significant figures. So again, quick recap. All numbers that aren't 0, always significant. Zeros that start off a number, leading zeros, never significant. Zeros in the middle of two numbers that aren't 0, or captive zeros, always significant. Trailing zeros, zeros at the end of a number, are significant if there is a decimal point.